Hello everyone, this is our session 2 of lesson 1, and in this session we're going to learn about primary storages. In session 1 we learn about what a storage unit and its types. Okay, so there are two types of storages, primary storages and secondary storages, and in hierarchy we learn what the primary storages and secondary storages. Okay, and in this session we are going to learn about primary storages in detail. So there are two main types of primary storages. What these are? RAM and ROM, and these primary storages were very important, okay, in CPU or for computer, and these points we are going to cover in this session. So let's see. First, primary storage, what is that? It is RAM. So before start, let's see what is the full form of RAM. RAM stands for random access memory, and here you can see we have a picture of a RAM. So what is this? This is picture of a RAM. It is a small green chip. On it ICs are placed and these are fixed on it. Okay, so those ICs cannot be easily removed from this, and it has what a gold color strip which is used to establish what a communication path or establish what a communication or connection between motherboard and what this memory or ICs which are connected here. Okay, and it has what a grooves. These grooves are used to lock what this primary memory or this RAM, okay, on motherboard. And where it is located? It is located on motherboard. Motherboard means what? A main board, or what the green board which is located inside the cabin of what CPU. Cabin means what? It is a protector which protect the internal contents or internal components of a CPU. Okay, and sometimes RAM is called what? Temporary memory. It is called volatile memory. It is called working memory also. Why it is called temporary memory? Because it stores data temporarily. Volatile, temporary, both are same. Volatile means what? A memory which do not store data even after switch off the computer, so that memory is called volatile memory. So it is a temporary memory. Whenever computer is on, then only it will store the data, not permanently, temporarily. Okay, and whenever you will switch off, or when you will switch off your computer, then automatically it will remove the contents what are there over the primary memory or what are there over the RAM. Okay, so simply it will blank itself, and or simply it will clean itself, and will not allow you to store or will not store any content. Okay, then why it is called working memory? Because when we start computer, or when we start what computer or machine, then operating system, whatever important files are there to run operating system, those files are called on RAM from hard disk or from secondary storage, and those files are opened on RAM. So this is called working memory. And one important thing, speed of computer is depend on what a RAM, because this is a platform, and if you have a broad platform, then only your system will work with a high speed. Okay, if it is a short, if it is a narrow, then chances are there of water down your system. So to work efficient, or to work efficiently, okay, or to work with the speed, you must upgrade your memory. That means if you want to increase the speed of your computer, then this is the option. That means you must upgrade what a RAM. Okay, understand? Then let's see the different types of RAM. Now there are two types of RAM. First one is a DRAM and second one is a SRAM. So let's see what is the full form of DRAM. We know the full form of RAM, that is random access memory. Simply you have to remember the full form of D. What is that? It's dynamic random access memory. Okay, this is inexpensive and most commonly used RAM chip on motherboard. Okay, understand? It is used on motherboard, or it is fixed on motherboard, and it is inexpensive means it is available with a reasonable price, and most commonly used RAM. Okay, generally this RAM is used. Then next one, that is static RAM, SRAM. S stands for static. We know the full form of RAM, that is random access memory. So what is the full form of S? S stands for static. Okay, so what is the full form of SRAM? static random access memory. This is the full form of what SRAM. Okay, and as compared to DRAM, it is efficient or more efficient than what DRAM, but it is expensive than what DRAM. Means DRAM is available with a reasonable rate, but what about SRAM? It is expensive. Why it is expensive? Because it is more efficient than what DRAM. That means it is responsible to make system faster than what DRAM. Okay, and SRAM, it is used as a cache memory which is located on what motherboard, so it cannot be easily removed, it cannot be easily uninstalled from motherboard, but it is fixed on motherboard. Understand? And it is responsible to increase water speed of system. How it works? It stores what data, okay, which is required regularly by the programs. Okay, understand? And for that, it is responsible to increase water efficiency or speed of a computer. Understand? This is about what SRAM. We are going to learn about SRAM in detail at the end of this session. Then next one, what is next one? That is ROM. ROM stands for read only memory. Okay, this is located on what motherboard, and it is fixed on motherboard. Here we have a picture of what ROM. Okay, and these are the connectors, which connectors are connected to motherboard and cannot be easily uninstalled this memory from motherboard. And what is the role or what is the function of ROM in a computer or in a machine? The role of this is allow to use what the basic details to run computer. That means whenever you will call or whenever you will switch on computer, so things which are required to run computer, those things or those basic details, that means input and output details are provided of system through ROM. Okay, understand? And this is not a volatile memory. Okay, we know that it is a primary memory because it is located on what motherboard, no problem, but this is not a temporary memory, it is permanent memory. Why it is called permanent memory? Because this is already used by computer to provide the basic details to run system. That means in which instructions are already written and those instructions are used by computer, and we cannot erase those details what are exist, or we cannot erase those instructions what are written for ROM. Okay, so this is called read only memory. Means it is a chip, on it instructions are written, which instructions are used by computer when you will start your computer to run what computer. Okay, understand? So it is about ROM, read only memory, and it is non-volatile memory. That means it is permanent memory. You can read what the instructions, or computer can read instructions, but computer will not allow you to change the instructions what are written for ROM or what are written in ROM. And it is fixed on what a motherboard. We know what is motherboard, it is green board. Okay, this after, what is next? The next one is different types of what ROM. Here we have a different types of what ROM. Here PROM, this is first type of ROM. Next one it is EPROM. Okay, and third one is the EEP ROM. So what these are the different types of what ROM. Let's see the first type of ROM. Here we have a three types. Okay, and now we have to learn about first type, that is a PROM. We know the full form of ROM. ROM stands for read only memory. What about P? P stands for programmable. That means already it is programmed, so you cannot write anything, you cannot edit what the programs what are written in PROM. Okay, once data is stored, it cannot be edited again. So this is called a permanent storage, okay, in which microcode instructions are stored. Okay, so it is what a programmable read-only memory, and that microcode instructions are used by computer when user run or when user switch on computer or when user start the computer, then those microcode instructions are used by PROM, programmable read-only memory. Okay, this after next one is the EPROM. EPROM stands for erasable programmable read-only memory. It is similar to PROM, but it has what one feature, that is what here instructions or microcode instructions can be erased, can be removed. Okay, understand, that means you can edit what the instructions what are written in EPROM. Okay, and how to remove or how we can remove or how these instructions are removed using UV lights. UV light stands for ultraviolet light. Using UV lights, those instructions can be erased or those contents can be erased, and you can write what or contents can be added, okay, with some additional features. Okay, in which type of ROM? In erasable programmable ROM. That means EPROM is a type of memory which will allow user to remove the contents using ultraviolet light and will allow you to add what contents again. This is about EPROM. Then the next and last type of ROM is a EEPROM. We know that what is ROM, we know what is PROM, we know what is EPROM. Now let's see what is EEPROM. EEPROM stands for electrically erasable programmable read-only memory. This is the full form of what a EEPROM. What is the full form of EEPROM? Electrically erasable programmable read-only memory. Electrically erasable programmable read-only memory. This is the full form of what? EEPROM, and it is quite similar to what a EEPROM, but in EEPROM UV lights are used to erase water content, but here instead of UV lights electric signals are used, or electrical signals is used to erase the microcode instructions or contents which are there in chip and can be replaced with another contents. It is about what a EEPROM. So here over the different types of ROM. This after our next point is how to measure memory. Okay, that means is there any unit to measure computer memory? Yes, there's a unit to measure what a computer memory. And what is that? Bytes. That means memory of computer measured in byte. Okay, so what is this? It is a unit, okay, in which we have to measure what a memory of a computer. Unit means what? It is a way to measure what a particular thing, like if you want to measure your height, okay, if you want to measure your weight, then it is measured, it is in kilogram height, okay, it is measured in centimeter, it is measured in inches, feet, meter, like weight, it is measured in gram, kilogram. Okay, so like this, if you want to measure or if you want to use what unit to measure what a memory of computer, then here we have what a standard unit. What is that? Bytes. But bytes is not a single unit, okay, it has what so many different units in which you can measure what a computer memory. Okay, so byte is the initial unit to measure what a computer memory. Understand? So here we have what pyramid in which different units are listed, and those are what? First it is a byte. Byte means what? A single character. Okay, understand, it represents what? A single character. Then a below byte, next one is a 1 kilobyte. Now we know what is byte. Byte means what? One byte means one character. Okay, understand. And for your information, in single byte 8 bits are there. How many bits are there? 8 bits. Okay, understand? 8 bits made 1 byte. Okay, and 1 byte is equal to how many characters? 1 character. Now 1 kilobyte, we know 1 byte. Now let's see what is 1 kilobyte. 1 kilobyte is equal to how many bytes? Is equal to 1024 bytes. Okay, means 1024 bytes makes 1 byte. Now what about 1 megabyte? 1 megabyte is equal to how many kilobytes? Is equal to 1024 kilobytes. That means 1024 kilobytes makes 1 MB, 1 megabyte. The next 1 GB. 1 GB is equal to how many megabytes? That is here. That is equal to 1024 megabytes. Means 1024 megabytes makes 1 gigabyte. Then let's see after gigabyte what is next you need to measure computer memory. That is 1 TB. 1 TB stands for 1 terabyte. If 1024 megabyte is equal to 1 gigabyte, then how many gigabytes is equal to 1 terabyte? That is 1024 gigabytes is equal to 1 terabyte. Okay, the next 1 pb. 1 pb means what? 1 petabyte. 1 petabyte is equal to how many terabytes? 1024 terabytes. Okay, you observe one thing, from kilobyte to till petabyte, one thing is common. What is that? 1024. Okay, but units are different. Okay, understand? And that's in a sequence. Now let's proceed to next one. After 1 pb, what is next? 1 exabyte. 1 exabyte eb. 1 exabyte is equal to how many petabytes? Is equal to 1024 petabytes. Means 1024 petabytes make 1 exabyte. Then 1 zettabyte. 1 zettabyte is equal to how many exabyte? Is equal to 1024 hexabyte. Means 1024 hexabyte makes 1 zettabyte. Then next one, that is 1 yottabyte is equal to how many zettabyte? 1 yottabyte means 1 YB is equal to 1024 zettabyte. Means 1024 zettabyte makes 1 yottabyte. Okay, and at the end, next and last, that is 1 brontobyte. 1 BB means brontobyte is equal to how many yottabyte? 1024 yottabyte. Means 1024 yottabyte is equal to 1 brontobyte. Means 1024 yottabyte makes 1 BB, means 1 brontobyte. Okay, I hope you all understand, and you have to remember these memory units in sequence. You cannot arrange or you cannot arrange what these memory units. However, we have to remember in sequence. After byte we have to remember kilobyte, then megabyte, gigabyte, terabyte, petabyte, hexabyte, zettabyte, yottabyte, and brontobyte. So this is the sequence and you have to remember. Okay, I hope you all understand this. After, we are going to cover next one. What is that? Cache memory. Now, as I said, you people, we're going to learn about the SRAM, static random access memory, at the end of this session. Now we are here. We know that SRAM is called cache memory. Cache memory means what? A memory which stores information or data about frequently used programs or softwares. Those instructions are taken by or searched by word processor whenever it required. Okay, and then uh, it turns it searches role to RAM. So burst priority given to what? Cache memory. So this is called SRAM, static random access memory. Okay, so let's see in short about the cache memory or SRAM, static random access memory. You can see here we have a picture of what? Cache. It is a cache memory, and you can see it is fixed there. That means on the connectors are soldered on what? Motherboard. See, this is the word space of what? Motherboard, and on it this cache memory is located, and it is very efficient as compared to RAM or other memories. Okay, so because of this, it is too expensive as compared to RAM. RAM is commonly used and generally we use a DRAM, and this concept is used in nowadays computers to make system faster or more efficient than what a earlier technology. That means this is what a technology used in today's computers as compared to earlier computers. Okay, so let's see in short about the cache memory. Cache memory stores what the information and data of programs which are frequently used okay, by system or by computer, and while working on software those instructions are searched by processor, or processor searches what those instructions if instructions are available related or regarding that software. If instructions are not available related to that program or related to the software, then processor switch its search option to RAM. That means instead of searching on cache memory, it search on what a RAM. Okay, and then decreases what a speed of a system. If it is switches to cache memory, then it increases what a working speed. Okay, because it is very efficient. Okay, related uh, instruction of that program or related uh, information about that program stored in cache. Okay, so directly processor switch to first what cache memory and then to RAM chip. Okay, understand? Now there are three different levels of cache memory. So first level, second level and third level. Okay, if you have what second level, then there will be first level also and second level also, but you will see level 1 inside the processor and level 2 on motherboard. Okay, if there's a level third, then you will see these two levels inside the processor and level 3 on motherboard. Okay, but level 3 cache memory is more faster than as compared to level 1 and level 3. Okay, this is about what a cache memory. Now here I'll stop what this session. Okay, and you have what one activity you have to solve. What this activity you have to find the answer and you have to write in your computer textbook. Okay, this is your today's work. Okay, and in next session we're going to learn about what the secondary memories.